Let me tell you something most men avoid talking about. Not because it is complicated, but because it is uncomfortable. Lust, impulse, desire. Every man feels it, but very few control it. And that's the difference. Because here's the truth most people won't tell you. If you can't control your desires, you don't have power. You have urges. And that's the big difference. Power means control over your actions, over your decisions, over your direction. But if your desire can pull you off the track, distract you, weaken your focus, then you're not in control. Something else is. And once something else is in control of you, you become predictable. And predictable men are easy to control. Let me break this down properly, because this isn't about suppressing yourself. It is about mastering yourself. First thing, lust makes you reactive. Lust is immediate. It's one satisfaction now. No patience, no thinking, no strategy. And when you act from that place, you become reactive. You chase instead of choosing. You respond instead of deciding. You move based on feelings, not intentions. And the moment you become reactive, you lose your position. Because now your actions aren't calculated, they are driven. And anything that drives you controls you. Second thing, you lose focus without realizing. Most men don't notice this because it doesn't feel like a problem. But lust scatters your attention. You're thinking about things that don't move you forward. You're distracted, pulled in different directions. And focus is everything. The man who can stay locked in on what actually matters moves faster than everyone else. But if your attention is constantly shifting, you never build momentum. You stay busy, but you don't progress. Third thing, it weakens your discipline. Discipline isn't just about work, it is about control. And lust chips away that control, little by little. And you start giving in to small urges, then bigger ones, then it becomes a pattern. And once that becomes a habit, you don't even question it anymore. You just follow it. And that is extremely dangerous because discipline isn't lost in one moment. It's lost in small compromises repeated over time. Fourth thing, it makes you easy to manipulate. This is where it gets real. If someone understands your desires, they can influence you. They can predict your behavior, control your attention, even guide your decisions without you realizing. Because you are not acting from awareness, you are acting from impulse. And when that happens, you lose leverage. You stop thinking clearly. You start chasing short-term satisfaction instead of long-term position. Fifth thing. Now here is the real shift. The goal isn't to eliminate desires. That's not realistic. The goal is control. To feel it, but not be ruled by it. To recognize the impulse and decide what to do with it, because that's where real power comes from, not in what you feel, but in what you choose to do with that feeling. A man who can control himself is hard to move, hard to distract, hard to manipulate, and that makes him extremely dangerous in a controlled way. Sixth thing, redirect, don't suppress. This is very important because a lot of men try to suppress everything. They try to shut it down completely, but that doesn't work long term. Instead, you redirect it. That energy, you put it into something, your work, your goals, your growth. You use it instead of letting it use you, because the same energy that distracts you can also drive you if you learn how to control it, of course. A different way to think about it, ask yourself this: do I control my impulses or do they control me? Because the answer to that question tells you everything about your position. You can't build anything real if you are constantly being pulled off the track. You can't stay focused if you're always reacting to desires. And you definitely can't lead if you can't even lead yourself. Most men think power comes from outside. Money, status, recognition. But real power starts internally. It starts with control, with discipline, with awareness. And if you can master that, everything else becomes easier because you are no longer reacting to life, you are redirecting it. So don't ask, how do I get more power? Ask, am I in control of myself? Because if the answer is no, nothing else matters. If you want to understand psychology, human nature, and how to build real control, subscribe. Because once you master yourself, you stop being controlled by everything else.